Imagine waking up in the middle of the night. Everything is silent. Too silent. Your phone has no signal. Your clock suddenly stops at 3:17 a.m. And outside your window, every dog in the neighborhood begins howling at the exact same moment. Now imagine discovering that the same thing happened thousands of miles away, to people who have never met you. Tonight, we're diving into 5 terrifying unexplained events in history that still haunt investigators, historians, and anyone who dares to look too closely. Some of these stories sound impossible, but every one of them actually happened, and the final case might change the way you think about reality itself. Number 1. The village that vanished overnight. Northern Canada. Winter of 1930. A small Inuit village near a frozen lake had been there for decades. Hunters knew the area. Traders passed through every few months. Then one winter, something strange happened. A fur trapper arrived expecting the usual welcome. But the village was completely empty. The fires had gone cold. Food was still on the tables. Clothes and tools were left behind. It looked like the villagers had simply walked away. But here's the disturbing part. Searchers found no footprints leaving the village. Not a single trail in the snow. Even stranger, the dogs that normally guarded the settlement were found dead and frozen, still tied to their posts, as if no one had come back to feed them. The villagers were never seen again, and no one has ever explained how an entire community disappeared without leaving a trace. But the next mystery might be even more disturbing, because it involves a message sent across time. Number 2. The signal that shouldn't exist. In 1977, a radio telescope in Ohio picked up something strange, a signal from deep space. Astronomer Jerry Emin was reviewing data when he saw it. A burst of radio waves 72 seconds long, far stronger than background noise, so powerful that Emin circled it on the printout and wrote just one word beside it. Wow! That signal became known as the wow signal. It appeared to come from the direction of the constellation Sagittarius. Scientists checked satellites, military transmissions, radio interference. Nothing matched. And here's the creepy part. The signal has never appeared again. Not once. It was like someone, somewhere, flipped a switch for exactly 72 seconds, and then disappeared. But if you think a mysterious signal from space is unsettling, wait until you hear about the night an entire town lost time. Number 3. The missing hour. On a quiet night in 1961, several residents in a small American town reported something impossible. Their clock stopped. Not just one clock, every clock. Watches, wall clocks, car clocks, all frozen at 1:42 a.m. People described strange lights hovering in the sky, a low humming sound vibrating through the air, then silence. When the clock started again, something terrifying became clear. Exactly 1 hour had passed, but no one remembered what happened during that hour. Doctors examined residents. No drugs, no illness, yet dozens of people had the same missing memory. Even stranger, years later, several witnesses began reporting the same recurring dream, standing under bright lights, surrounded by shadows, and hearing a voice that said, asterisk, you won't remember this, asterisk. But the next mystery is even more chilling, because it left behind evidence. Number 4. The footprints that appeared from nowhere. England. Winter of 1855. After a heavy snowfall, villagers woke up to a bizarre discovery. Strange footprints covered the countryside, but these weren't normal tracks. They looked like hoof prints, single file, perfectly spaced, and they stretched for over 100 miles, across rooftops, over frozen rivers, through locked gardens, even over tall walls that no animal could climb. People began calling them the devil's footprints. Some believed it was a supernatural creature wandering through the night. Others blamed unknown animals. Scientists tried to recreate the pattern. Nothing matched. To this day, no one knows what made those tracks. But the final mystery might be the most disturbing of all, because it suggests that history itself might not be stable. Number 5. The man who shouldn't exist. In 1954, a well-dressed man arrived at Tokyo's Haneda Airport. He carried a passport, plane tickets, business documents. Everything seemed normal, until airport officials noticed something strange. His passport listed his country as Taured. The man insisted Taured had existed in Europe for over 1,000 years. He even pointed to a location between France and Spain on a map. But there was nothing there. Officials questioned him for hours. His passport looked real. His currency was real. His stamps showed years of international travel. Yet no country called Taured had ever existed. Authorities placed him in a nearby hotel overnight while they investigated. But the next morning, the man was gone. The room was locked from the inside, and the mysterious traveler from Taured was never seen again. These 5 events happened in different places, different years, different circumstances, but there's a strange connection researchers recently noticed. Each of them occurred on the same date, February 23 RD, across different decades, different centuries, which raises a chilling question. Is it coincidence, or is something happening on that date that we still don't understand? And if that's true, what might happen on the next February 23 RD? If this video gave you chills, hit like so more mystery lovers can find it. And tell me in the comments, which of these mysteries do you think has the scariest explanation? Was it the vanished village, the signal from space, or the traveler from a country that doesn't exist? Don't forget to subscribe for more unexplained stories, because in the next video, we're diving into 5 real places on Earth where people claim time simply stops. And trust me, those stories are even stranger.